Already 41 people have been killed in the first 3 months here in Metro Louisville. In fact, just this weekend, 5 people died in 6 different shootings. Look at the different neighborhoods here since Friday night. Tonight, WHS 11's Isaiah Kim Martinez shares insight from community leaders and an update to one of the city's main efforts for a fix.
By one count, February was the first month in 2 years in Louisville with fewer than 10 homicides reported to LMPD. Now with a string of violent deaths over the last few days, March is firmly back into double digits. As pleas from the community grow stronger to put a stop to record gun violence, results from efforts to combat it remain in question. From the state,
we haven't hit upon the answer and we have to do a better job.
To the local level.
Waving that magic wand, we wish we had it to stop the bleed from these shootings.
I sort of feel like a broken record at this point because we are once again almost a third of the way into the year and we're having these conversations on once again being on pace for our deadliest year ever, right? It's unacceptable. All of that has been said. It needs to continue to be said, but it's not that helpful to just say it over and over again.
Josh Crawford is the chairman for Game Changers, a nonprofit run by Christopher 2X with a focus on community safety. Over the weekend, police say shootings put March's total for homicides at 16, already tied with January and trending to be the most since last September.
GVI is a major part of the solution and getting GVI fully operational.
Crawford is talking about group violence intervention, a program first announced by Mayor Greg Fisher in late 2020 to curb violence. Its success in other cities have been centered around call-ins, where police meet face-to-face with offenders and hone in on street gang activity.
GVI looks at the dynamics of the group and says if one of you gets out of line, the whole group is coming down because chances are you're violating your probation, you're violating your parole, no more second chances.
Crawford says in Louisville there's been just one call-in so far this year. Crawford says it's been difficult to mandate people on parole and probation to be in the room for these meetings. He's hoping new legislation making its way through Frankfurt right now will make enforcement easier. Meanwhile, Chris 2X says while we effort fixes,
but there's a lot of kids suffering from secondary trauma due to all this violence.
Wrapping our arms around the youth should be a priority right now. I'm told the next call-in is planned for sometime in April. The hope is for those face-to-face meetings to ramp up monthly from that point on. In Louisville, Isaiah Kim Martinez, WHAS 11 on your side.
And on this story new tonight at 6, the Louisville Mayor's office did send us a statement saying, quote, the GVI team has made significant progress since its launch. They've completed 141 customs, which are in-person visits or a direct call to those who are drivers of violence in the community or victims who may be highly likely to retaliate. They expect to schedule future call-in meetings on a quarterly basis.